Will he? Will he? Wait a minute. What? A is here, and he's looking at the title. I guess the pep talk from Night Train must have done him some good.
You're a man of fewer words, but I can see it in your eyes what you want. Don't worry. I got you covered. You'll have your title match, and you'll have it tonight.
Oh, my goodness. What a main event. Hey! Actually gets a title shot versus the champion, the officer. But next, Night Train versus Moneymaker Mike. Right after this.
And ladies and gentlemen, we're back. It's Sam Antonio doing the reporting here. You can see we're back in IWF Yard Arena as we await the beginning of our first matchup, which should be kicking off any moment now. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, Moneymaker Mike. And bro, here's the newcomer, Moneymaker Mike, who has been on fire as of late. You saw him last week go toe-to-toe with the officer and almost become victorious. And then he also was in that tag match for the title. And he did very, very good for himself. You can see M2. But he did very well for himself. And ladies and gentlemen, we have very pleased to have this young and gifted athlete here in the IWF. As you can see, he's very, very well accepted by the crowd. You know, he's getting ready for it, getting into his stretching maneuvers there. But he's got a heck of a challenge lined up against for him today in the form of the Night Train. Now, last week you say Night Train was victorious against the other wrestler known as Chino. Now, Chino, on several occasions, almost had beaten the Night Train. And at the very last moment, the Night Train was able to pull it out with some moves that he had pulled earlier that were very iffy, namely a trunk pull. But that'll be a topic for another time. But looks like his Moneymaker Mike's in the ring right now. Let's see if his opponent is ready for him. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Moneymaker Mike's opponent, the Night Train. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, there's the familiar music of the Night Train. Show him what you got, and here he is coming in, making his way to the ring. And there he is, you see him, his own version of Triple H's water spit. And there goes his trademark dance right there. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, as I said it earlier, he was in a very hellacious match against Chino and nearly lost to Chino on several occasions, but he managed to squeak it out at the very last minute. He may have an equally challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, there are just hungry new arrivals here in the IWF. And you have to wonder, you know, how many of them will the Night Train be able to tolerate? And just right now he's got, as you can see,
in the kiddie pool.
Moneymaker Mike, getting ready for him. So who will become the winner, the victor? Who will come out victorious in this bout? Will it be the hungry new lion, Moneymaker Mike, or the seasoned veteran, the Night Train? We'll find out next.
It's just so hard being here.
And ladies and gentlemen, this just in, we're going to have a special guest referee for this match.
Oh, hell.
Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the man man known as A.
What the heck? Hell no! This man almost ended. Shut up! This man almost ended.
It looks like he's got some new theme music here. And very fitting with the new changes that we've had to the man known as A. It's definitely something going on in this man's head. We don't know what the extent of his damage was, but you can definitely see we have a somewhat more, I don't want to use the word deranged, but I mean, you could see a change in the man's eyes. But, ladies and gentlemen, looks like with this sudden announcement of a ref, this match has just got a little bit more interesting as far as how this is going to be played.
How am I going to do this?
Will the A be vindictive and seek some form of retribution for his loss at the hands of the Night Train and quite possibly for his mental anguish? Or will the pep talk that the Night Train gave him earlier today have some kind of effect? We'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just waiting for the bell.
Night Train
And
sucks.
look at that. Then there's the A.
All of y'all
Look
swallow.
oh, and a couple of hits from the back. Moneymaker
Will
Mike.
you break, you dumb fool? I'm on the ropes. Lord have
Looks like he's going into it.
Believe this.
Oh, and a drop kick that knocks the Night Train back out of the ring. Looks like, look, he's not that. He's actually looked like he was calling it, letting him to get back in the ring. Looks like 2, 3, 4, 5.
I don't believe
Ladies and gentlemen, he's not talking, but he's doing those numbers, and the Night Train doesn't know how to handle that.
a competent referee.
But he's,
world's coming to an end.
maybe the words did sink in, ladies and gentlemen. But let's see if they're good. But we're getting the same man. We're getting right there. And a shoulder block. We're getting the same Moneymaker Mike. And a rolling thunder onto the Night Train. And followed with a big splash. There goes the pin. 1, 2, and no, a kick out. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting the same Moneymaker Mike that we had against the officer last week in the one-on-one against the tag match. Oh, and a shoulder block brings the Night Train back down. Followed by a stomp and kick and a couple of hits to the side. Moneymaker Mike is on fire, ladies and gentlemen. But getting to speed and a low drop kick that goes to the side. Looks like he could have hurt his arm. And now we got the man known as A not paying much attention. And a roundhouse kick to the back.
Oh, can't you see your heroes in peril? Oh.
Look at this. Wait a minute. What's the and there goes the elbow. That was the first one. And there's the second one. And ladies, and there's the delay, the trademark delay, and he goes around into a spinneroonie. And oh, the third elbow connects right there. 1, 2, and a no. Just got a 2 count. Night Train down, and now we got the Moneymaker Mike back up, telling him to get back to his feet. And it looks like, and a couple of shots, kick to the back, brings him back down, a couple of flurry of punches there, and another roundhouse kick to the back. But wait a minute. Moneymaker Mike, and he flips back to his feet. Looks like, what's he going for? Getting that sprint that we've seen before. Let's see what it does. And a shoulder block that sends the Night Train back down to the ground. You know, he's called for team. We're going for timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, these new young arrivals are hungry. And they're showing that they are hungry by taking it to one of the veterans here in the IWF, the Night Train. 2 consecutive weeks here, folks. The Night Train is being manhandled once again by a newcomer, in this case in the form of IWF Moneymaker Mike. Now he's going for the leg drop. Ladies and gentlemen, what hang time on that leg drop.
Thank you. Let me get
back up. He's getting back up. Getting back up, and look, it looks like the Night Train is feeling the effects of those leg drops. Look, Moneymaker Mike going to running start, and oh, my God, what a double foot stomp right there to the chest of the Night Train. Now here we go. We got Moneymaker Mike getting